Hey guys, I've got a little bit of an announcement. I'm going to be starting up streaming again soon, so I wanted to chat with you a little bit about why I stopped streaming and what's going to be new and different about these new streams, including these guys here. Hey, they're so cute. Look at that. Look at that, so cute. So a few months ago, whenever it was, I stopped streaming. I had been streaming a lot of Rocket League, Overwatch, and some Minecraft. But things broke down. Things stopped happening. So I just wanted to explain why that was. The first main factor was that, well, my PC exploded. It died. I can't remember where it went now. It was like the motherboard or something big. Just suddenly stopped working, and I was left without a computer for a week or something. It really broke my rhythm, and I kind of suffered a bit of a lack of motivation after that to get back into it. So anyway, in that time that I wasn't streaming, I was thinking, I was coming up with ideas, and I had loads of ideas for projects and things that I wanted to do. Um, so as soon as I got back, as soon as I got my computer back, I was just working on that nonstop, and I was working pretty fast. It didn't take me long to get stuff done. So that's not really the reason why I wasn't streaming in that time. It's more that, well, I shouldn't have got my hopes up for these projects because as soon as I released them, it really didn't get the attention that I thought it would or that I really think it deserved. Um, which is a real shame and a bit of a bummer because I put a lot of effort into it, a lot of time and effort into it, and so that was really demotivating as well. So that was another big reason why I just didn't feel like getting back into streaming. I ended up getting distracted because obviously I've got base race and stuff going on as well, so I had to create some maps. And then I was visiting Penny, and and then more recently there's been B&B and stuff like that as well that I had to go to. So I was never quite in the right place to get back into streaming. And the longer I left it, well, the more difficult it became to get back into it again. One other thing was that, and I think this is probably a main thing actually, is that the streaming time, I was streaming from about 8 o'clock usually. That was the kind of time that I was aiming for, 8 until 10 or 11. Um, and that really wasn't working out for me. I think there's the thing, we have pretty late meal times. I have lunch around 2, and then we usually have dinner around 8 or 9. So it was kind of interfering with that. So anytime that we were having a streaming day, we would have to arrange to have dinner earlier, and then I would have to eat it fast, and that wouldn't put me in the greatest mood to start streaming. And so it made it easier for me to decide not to stream. If ever I was feeling a little bit demotivated or, you know, a lack of energy or I haven't slept well or I just wasn't quite feeling up to it, then it made it much easier for me to say, no, I don't want to do this because it was at a more difficult time for me to actually start streaming. So, with that in mind, let's move on to the new streams, which are going to be at a new time, something that is better for me. I'm thinking we're going to be streaming at 5 p.m. Our time, BST. We're still in BST? Must be moving over soon, I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be at 5 p.m., which I think obviously it's not as prime time as we were streaming, but that doesn't really matter. And as long as it's a better time for me, like it's still not a bad time for streaming. Hopefully there are people in America who can still catch it, um, like on their break from work. Um, so it's not that bad. But I think the main thing is it needs to be at a time where it's better for me, and I will have more fun with it, and I will be able to continue streaming and not get demotivated. So yeah, 5 p.m. is going to be the new streaming times, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up, but I'm going to try. I'm going to be doing it every weekday at 5 p.m. If I can't keep it up, then I will reduce the number. I'll probably do it 3 times a week, like I was doing before. But the eventual aim is to step that up again to get back to every weekday. I just like having that structure, or I think I do. I think I'll like it because I lose track of days very easily when I'm just because all I do is work on YouTube stuff and there's nothing about the days. Whereas when I was in school or college or whatever, I would have set days which would have set lessons, and you would know which part of the week you were on at all times. And I've definitely lost that, and I've had no idea what day it is. I can figure out that it's the weekend because all's home, and that's pretty much it. I don't really know what day it is other than that. So yeah, I'm thinking that if I have an actual every weekday schedule, then I think it'll be good for me. So yeah, that's the aim. 5 p.m. every weekday. And I think that would be, it's better than saying, okay, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I can just say every weekday. That's when we're going to be. That's when we're going to be streaming. So yeah, that's the idea. Also, I'll talk about this in a second. We're going to be playing some new games. Yeah, another thing is I wasn't exactly burning out on Rocket League, but I'm just not playing it as much at the moment. And Rocket League was one of the main things that we streamed. The problem was that I hadn't been playing it for a while, and then we started streaming it. So I always felt rusty whenever I was playing Rocket League. So what I want to do is I'm going to play that in my own time. I'm going to get back into it in my own time and just have fun with it. And if I get to the stage where I'm feeling like, yes, I'm playing it a lot, I'm actually feeling like I'm at the top of my game, then that's when I'll bring it back to streaming. For now, I'm not thinking of streaming Rocket League. I'm going to be streaming other things. For example, Overwatch is still going to be there. I'll probably still be streaming some Minecraft at some point, but bringing in some new games into the mix, like PUBG. PUBG. I've been playing that a lot with some of the guys, and yeah, it's a really fun game and definitely a good one for streaming. So I'm going to be playing that. I may also play some Euro Truck because I've been playing a lot of Euro Truck. It's a good, relaxing game. I usually play it whilst I'm watching Critical Role. So yeah, that's a nice chill game to stream at some point. So yeah, I might be doing some of that. But on the top of the list, the thing that I will be streaming as soon as I get back is Simpsons Hit and Run. I streamed that for one of my slots at B&B. And it went down really well. But I didn't feel like I was giving it as much attention as it deserved. By the end of it, I was trying to speedrun it, and I wasn't even listening to any of the cutscenes. I just wanted to get through to the last level, which I didn't quite reach. So yeah, I'll be going through it slower. I want to find lots of references and just experience everything to do with that game because it's an amazing game. And it will be playing at usual speed. It shouldn't, because it was just slightly slow at B&B, so it kind of it made people sound a bit dense. Hey, Homer. So yeah, I'm going to be streaming Simpsons Hit and Run as soon as I get back, and we'll make it to that last level. And yeah, it's going to be good. That's going to be the first game on the agenda. Now, onto these guys. Hey guys. This is the orb. So what I've taken to calling it. And it's set up to be displaying our cats at the moment. So we've got Kira and Harvey, and they're both in a cat hammock and they're hugging, and it's adorable. But the idea is I've got lots of different pictures and GIFs and stuff that can be put in there. And you guys are going to be able to choose what picture I put in there. For cheers of different amounts, you'll be able to select them, and there is a spreadsheet in the description right now, which you can also access on Twitch just by doing !orb, and it'll give you a link to this spreadsheet, and you can see the different pictures or gifs and the different tier of cheer that you have to cheer to get the different pictures. You'll understand. It's all on there. So yeah, the first tier of cheer is just 100 bits, and that gives you the colors. So for example, we got blue, and I tried to give them a bit of texture, so you can see there are little things moving around in it, and it's slightly lighter in the middle than it is on the outside and stuff. So there's a bit more to it than just a flat color. That's just nothing in it. It's just a void. There's a black hole. Red and purple. Purple. Then you've got the next tier, which is 200 bits, and you can have still pictures and stuff. So, for example, Shrek. We've got some good ones, and let's see. This is fine. This is fine. And then the final tier of cheer is 300 bits, and you can get some of the more wacky ones, the more obnoxious, let's say. And we've got things like psychedelic. Oh, and what about the burning sun? And we'll just Hypnotoad. So there you go. You can cheer for different amounts, and you can select what kind of picture you'll want on there. There's hair flying in front of the camera. It's also this. It also says this on the spreadsheet. But if you subscribe, because we are a Twitch affiliate now, you can choose any tier of picture that you want to put on there. You can also recommend another picture or GIF. You can just link it to me that you want to be included on there, and I might even put that on immediately for you, so you can see that, and then it will be added to the spreadsheet, so anyone else can choose it from then on. So gradually, this hopefully, in theory, the spreadsheet will grow over time, and people will have more a larger library to choose from of pictures to put in the orb. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. I hope you enjoy that. That's for any new subscribers and probably any returning subscribers as well. You can recommend a new picture of GIF to put in there. So yeah, I hope you like that. That's actually probably all I wanted to talk about. New streams happening on the Mob Cave at Twitch, whatever the handle is. I don't know. It's Mob Cave at Twitch on Twitch. It's going to be at 5 p.m. every weekday. Every weekday. That is the plan. We'll see if I stick to it. I am intending to. I really want to. I really want to do this. So yeah, I hope to see you there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Ed Case, and I'll see you on the streams. Bye.